There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Sunday, everybody. This is GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I hope that you've all had a great week. I am very excited because living in the land of the tundra, it's been a very mild winter so far, and it's something that I'm actually really very, very happy about. So that is really the best thing of all. Couple folks come in and say hi. Well, hello there. Very nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Greg, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hello, and hello. And honestly, let's just get to it. We got spirits to talk to tonight. We got things going on here. I'm still on a bit of a high from last week. We had, I thought at least, we had a lot of real interesting communication, and I really was excited to see if we could, get some more interesting communication from loved ones, from spirits that are just passing through. I'm putting it out there in the universe right now for all spirits to hear that I am not necessarily just looking for people's loved ones who are, watching this show. I mean, any spirit who is around that wants to say hi, once I turn on this device, you are more than welcome to talk with us. We want to hear you. We don't want to have your story forgotten. So, it's as simple as that. From Idaho, Kim, very nice. Thank you for joining me. Amber, first time. Well, hopefully they don't scare you away. Basically, what we're doing here is we're going to try to talk to spirits, loved ones, and otherwise. A couple interesting things have already happened tonight. I have lost power in my ovilus, which was charged. And then I also have lost power in my ovilus. So I have two oviluses, both of them have gone out on me, which is very interesting, very interesting. I'm not going to read too much into it right now. Let's just see where we go with things. But they were both charged, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. But, let's just move forward and talk with spirit. I am currently on my own profile page. I'm on the Minnesota GhostBox Facebook page. I am on the Paranormal United Network page. Please go and like their page if you haven't done so already. They have a number of paranormal programs that are very interesting and very, very worth your time. So please go there and like their page. I am also on the Afterlife Network. Please go and like their page. I'm on Parafriends Events, which is my event page, as well as my Twitter and YouTube account for Minnesota GhostBox. So that's just please support. That's the whole thing about what we do here. We need to support each other. Speaking of support, if you could do me a favor and share this video, share to whoever you want to, because the more people we get involved, the more intention we can get, the more intention, in my opinion, what I think happens is more communication. And the one thing that, the caveats that I always put forward when it comes to spirit communication is that I do believe, unlike last week, but I do believe that it takes a little bit of time for the spirit box to kind of warm up, so to speak, for spirits to start talking with us. I mean, as we've seen, it doesn't always necessarily mean that, but I also feel like that is a possibility that could happen. So, if we're not hearing stuff in the first 5 minutes, don't think that this necessarily means that that it's not going to work. Patience is what really comes to this. It's already working. I can hear my cat is possessed by something. He is running through the house like a crazy person. So luckily I have some holy water and I will douse them in it a little bit later. But if you hear sounds of something unsettling, it's probably him. That's just how it works. You don't hear a peep from him until I hit the go live button on Facebook, and suddenly he's like his own Vegas show. He's all over the place, dancing and rolling around and stuff. I mean, it's funny when it's someone else that happens to. So with that being said, I also want to make sure people understand, if we're trying to reach out to your loved ones and you don't hear from them, please don't think they don't love you. Okay. I've run into that a couple times. We don't know. I don't know, at least maybe you do. I don't know how difficult it is for spirit to talk to us. Sometimes it seems super simple. Other times it seems very labored. Stuff that we expect to see happen, honestly, it's up in the air, isn't it? It's just how it goes. And I really say that because I've seen people like, well, maybe they don't want to talk to me. They do. They're probably screaming at us when we're trying to talk to them, but we can't hear them. We just don't know how it works. And I maybe I shouldn't say we. Certainly, I don't know how it works. I've always been under the impression that if spirit, the amount of energy it takes for spirit to talk to us, for us to hear a whisper, that's why we generally hear whispers or EVPs, opposed to, once in a while we'll hear someone talking like full volume. But that's something that, it's just how it is. So please, if you don't hear from your loved one, they love you, and if you're like, well, they don't come to me in dreams and stuff, they probably do. All right. They probably come to you in dreams. So have an open mind, have patience, have the faith that you had of them loving you when they were alive is what still exists. It's just not a straight line of communication like it used to be. Okay. It's very tough. And, I was talking with somebody about this week, where, we reach out to spirit. We get some pretty incredible responses. And then someone's like, well, can you have them say my nickname? What, you don't know your nickname? Honestly, I don't mean to be rude. Just be happy you're getting that communication. Okay. And like I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but the thing is, it's like communication is limited with spirit. Sometimes we're surprised, but mainly it's limited. We're lucky when we're getting flashlights turning on. So once again, please just have an open mind, be patient with what's going on, and know that sometimes it's just not going to be exactly how we want it. Now, before we move forward, I do want to just say, and I'm just going to go back to what we call these comments. And let's see here. Will you show him a cat nearby? I can mail him to you. You can have him. He's yours. His name is Linus. You can either, I can drop ship him to you, or you can, come by and pick him up, Let's see here. A couple things. I do a radio show. I do it every Sunday. And now I'm simulcasting it on Paranormal United Network 2. There's 2 of them. This is the main one. Then there's a secondary one that we do live videos on when there's something else on the main one. So I'm on the second one, and I do my radio show out of AM 950 here in the Twin Cities. Next week, I'm going to have on Shannon Bradley Byers, and Shannon is an author. Her book, it's so small, Paranormal Fake Lore Nevermore, Real Histories of Haunted Locations. If you watch these shows and go to these locations and they tell you about everything that's happened there, you'd be surprised with how many of them get it wrong in their own locations. And sometimes it's not an accident. They do it so that they can make the place sound a little bit more, scary or whatever, get more people there. Shannon has done research on a lot of places, and we're going to be talking about them next week. It's very interesting, actually, because it's going to be, I mean, I've talked to her many times before, and her book is very well written and very good. And it's going to be kind of like the stuff that you hear like in Ghost Adventures and stuff, where they're talking about thousands of deaths at certain locations. You'll find that it might be close to a couple hundred, and it's not to diminish these places. It shouldn't diminish any place. It's more of the fact that these places, they don't need to lie about it. I'm not going to go to a place, and maybe you will. I'm not going to go to a place because there's 10,000 deaths. I'm going to go to a place because I find it historically interesting. I think that I get a vibe from it that's going to maybe get me some communication. It's stuff like that. So it's going to be a very interesting conversation. And then, of course, we talk about the Paranormal United Network and all the interesting shows. One of the very interesting shows, of course, is Ane. She is on Tuesdays on the Paranormal United Network, but she's always on Tuesdays and Thursdays on her Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Tarot by Ane. She does one question readings. For those of you who know, and I see a couple of you on here, you know darn well that she is very, very accurate. So please, check it out. Also, I also notice a lot of people have like very specific questions. They need more mediumship and stuff. I would recommend getting a reading with her, like schedule a reading on her page, www.onae.org. And doing so, you're going to have like one-on-one with her for either half an hour or an hour to go back and forth, for her to just focus on you and get the messages from your loved ones. I know a few of you come on here always looking for a loved one, and I love to do my best to try to get them. But to get some very specific, to get some really good information, please, invest a little bit of money. If it's that important to you, reach out to Ane and please get that reading. And then come back here and we could still try to reach your loved ones. But that way, I see a few of you just like, please, I need to know about so-and-so. She's gonna be able to do that. And you're gonna benefit from it. So that's all on that. I know I sound probably very like pointed tonight. I don't know. I'm not, please don't read anything into it. It's more of just, this is a way to help you. This is a way to help you get what you want, which in a lot of your cases is to get spirit communication of loved ones. And so I will be happy to do the best I can for you, but also if going to Ane is going to really seal that deal. And trust me, it's worth it. Okay, let's talk to spirits. I've talked through all the caveats. One thing I'd like to do, as we know, we have this board. We don't have an obelisk tonight. We have a flashlight. We have a REM pod. This will be me turning it on. Spirit can come and talk to us. Let's do protection. For those of you who want to do it, protection simply is this. It is a way for us to try to make sure that certain spirits do not attach themselves to us. We don't want that, because if any of you who've had attachments before, you know what a draining experience that is. What this is going to be able to help us. And everyone needs to be in the right frame of mind for this. And what I mean by that, do not think that there's going to be negative activity. Do not think the spirit activity is negative or that it can be negative. Just let it out of your mind. This protection will take care of that. Also, we have to be in the mindset that we don't want to talk to spirits unless that they are part of love and above. We say that they're love and light, love and above. They're good. They're people that we know. They're just, spirits that we want. We don't want spirits that cause trouble. We don't want spirits that want to harm us. That's not what we're here for. We're only here to communicate with good spirits, the same good heart that we have. Okay. So, I just want to, make sure that we know that. Let's do protection, okay? And let's have some fun. Let's start with our heart, okay? Our good comes from our heart. Focus on your heart. Focus, relax, focus on your breathing, focus on the fact that that there's good, that you are good, and that you have loved ones who have passed and spirit guides. And we're only asking for protection. And what that is that's a little light in your heart, and it grows and it grows and it grows until it completely covers you. That is armor. That is like love armor. And so you want that around you. You feel it. You should actually really feel a little bit of tingling. You should feel that, you know what, something's different, you know, and maybe it's because we're more aware now, but you should feel a little something, a little extra. And you probably have people in your house. You might have pets, you might have whatever. And what you want to do is you want to take that you've created coming from your heart and just push it to every wall in your house, ceiling, whatever. And what happens is that now we have safety all around us, right? And we're going to have a really fun, safe experience talking with spirit today, okay? And for those of you, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to get to everybody, but please know, if we start getting spirit coming through that we're not asking for, I'm going to follow that line of who that spirit is, because we don't know how long those interactions last for. And we want to make sure that we are able to not waste a precious opportunity to talk to spirit, okay? And I know that some of you are maybe like, well, you know, what about you had my name on the screen and stuff, and I'll do my very best to get back to everybody. But you have to follow that line of when you start getting voices coming through. You can't be like, well, you're not the person I wanted to talk to. You know, you have to be more of like, okay, who are you? Are you related to somebody here? Are you not? Like, what's your story? Let's try to figure it out. You need our help. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do spirit communication. And what we always do at the end, we're going to try to cross spirits over who want to be crossed over, okay? We're going to use SB7 Spirit Box as we normally do. For those of you who are new, this will be loud, hopefully not totally unpleasant. But, you know, we want to make sure that you have a chance. And tomorrow's my mom's birthday. My mom passed away just about 1 year and 5 months ago. Not that we're keeping count. And so if you're here, Mom, I would love to hear from you tonight, as well as any spirits, anybody who wants to come through, please do so. You can hear your own voice on this device if you want to talk to us. But we have a lot of people watching tonight who has family members that they want to talk to. Please consider coming to talk to us. Also, any spirit who wants to talk with us, please use me as a conduit to use this box to speak to. This box is actually a part of me, and I would appreciate you using only as, not my energy, but only as a way for you to speak to us. And we can hear you. Let's talk. I'm going to go slower tonight. Good evening. We're looking for anybody to come and talk to us. Do you hear my name? Do you hear my name? That just came through. All right. All right. Okay, we're getting some sentences here. Oh, did I hear Ane's name? Did you say Ane? I have this horrible way of speaking over evidence. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Jeremy and I were on last night. I think Jeremy ran it. Do an investigation that we did live on Paranormal United Network, and that was really cool. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. I really appreciate it. Get some interesting stuff here. Now I'm going at a slower speed than I normally do on the spirit box. Whoop. We're getting. Oh, just the flashlight just went on. And of course I wasn't on. See, I'm not very good tonight on catching the evidence. I heard your name. I really did. I heard your name. I heard my name also. Don't you hate though when people are running the devices and they're like, I heard my own name. Sorry. I did hear my name though. Can you turn the flashlight back on for us, please? I'm sorry I missed it. If you turn that flashlight on, could you say that you did through this device, please? So a few of us have heard, I think I'm the only one who heard my own name. Anne and I heard her name. There's a number of you who have heard Amanda's name. That's true. I keep forgetting that Greg is also here. I mean, come on, Greg. Obviously they want to talk to me, right? Thank you actually for reminding me that. Thank you for publicly reminding me that. Did someone say Amanda's name? I feel like that we're getting some communication. I don't think it's radio, but can you talk louder?
Let me see.
Is there a relative Amanda's here? Like, is her grandpa here? How many spirits are in here with me right now? Could you give me a number, please? Now, I haven't heard a number. I heard some random words. Are you able to give us a number, please? I'm just curious how many are in here. Like, in here with me. Janelle, you're saying your friend Seth may have said Amanda's name? So you heard two spirits say Amanda's name?
Right?
That's not radio. You know, it just isn't. That's an odd sound that came through. I don't know what it was. Almost could have been a hello even. But it's not radio. It's not a radio station. Now, I also thought I heard Ane's name. Do I have any Ane's relatives here?
This one. Everything.
There was a name that came through. It was 3 syllables, which I thought was pretty interesting. Oh, was it Beverly? Aunt Bev, was it you? Did you just say your name to us? Not my Aunt Bev. Because in my mind, I kept thinking like Everly. It's like, did I just hear Beverly? Aunt Bev, it was you. Could you come through here? Could you turn on a light for me, please? Interesting. Well, please feel free to come through whenever you want. Who else is here? Can I get some names of spirits that are around here that want to talk to us, please? For my radio show, I'm going to get a friend of mine to come on and talk about the Civil War, and we have him come on often to talk about spirits, Civil War spirits. Do I have anyone here who fought in the Civil War?
Fighting.
If you were in the Civil War, could you say North or South for me, please?
Many.
Did you fight for the North or did you fight for the South? Someday I shall have to tell you all about how a Civil War spirit had led me to his grave in the cemetery. It's pretty outstanding. Do I have any spirits here who fought in any conflict at all?
Remember? Let's start. Very cool.
Let's see here. Here, I'm just looking through this. Is this the part where I'm saying that I'm sure your relatives are probably coming to you in dreams? It's interesting that you say that because I've just had someone talk to me about dreams that they weren't pleased about with relatives who have just deceased. Well, hello. We all spoke last night at the live investigation. Thank you for joining. Absolutely. Please go and like the Afterlife Network also, please. Both Paranormal Unity or United Network and Afterlife Network. Please like them both. Please please support. I'm just going through comments. You know what's really interesting? I'm not seeing any of you asking for a spirit, asking for any spirit communication. Now, okay, I'm going to get back to this one in a second. And you thought you heard Aunt Bev? Did you hear it as Aunt Bev, or did you hear it as Beverly? Now, we had tried to reach your son, I think, last time, if I'm not mistaken, right? And if I get this wrong, please forgive me. Was your son's name Christopher? If I got that wrong, I apologize. My question to Ane is, did you hear Alberta's name? Do you remember if it was sounded like an older person, or was it a child? Aunt Bev, can you come through for us, please? Got a hello. Aunt Bev, have you been trying to get a hold of Ane tonight? Are you trying to say hello so that we can hear it? Could you make your presence known to us, please? You can turn on that light for me, please. So sometimes I just sit here and listen with the rest of you so that we can hear something. I almost thought I heard a spirit say, "Let me out." What's his name? Would you mind sharing that with us, please? And you heard it again then? Spirits, I'm just listening to you. I'm just listening to you to talk. Hi. You hear that little voice? Hi. What's your name? Brendan. Brendan, are you trying to communicate with Alberta? We keep hearing her name. Is that you? Ghost of a phone? Brendan, are you here? Okay. Can you make a device go off for us? Let us know you're here. Albert would really appreciate it. I'd appreciate it too. On A, who do you think that is? Do you think it's on Fed? On Bev, could you say hi, please? Are you with other family members? Are you with Billy? Are you with Uncle Gene? Are you able to just let us know? There's this like little female voice, and I don't know if it's a child or an older woman. I don't know if you can even hear it. On Pep, do you have a message for Ane? I feel like when I'm asking the questions, they're not talking back. I'll do my best. Rosa, are you here? Are you able to talk to your daughter, Susan? Even if it's just a name, your name, her name. Could you say your name, please? Someone just say no to me. Can you say her name? No. It sounds like you passed away 9 years ago. Do you visit her? Do you visit Susan? You're completely quiet. I was told either Rosa or Rosie. Do you have a preference when I call you? Stop something something. That wasn't you, was it, Rosa? Telling me to kind of stop talking to you? Well, Rose, anytime you want to come through, please do, okay? If you can talk to us. You are best friend. Is Harry here?
Association.
Did you hear that? Did it sound like yes he is? Like, is Harry here? Yes he is. Well, Harry, hello. Brenda wanted me to reach out to you. Can you say your sister's name for me, please?
One second.
I actually heard your name, Brenda, but it wasn't a male voice. It was a female voice that said it. And then it just got I'm here.
I'm lying.
Now it says you're lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. All those responses, the same woman that's coming through. The woman who says I'm lying, what is your name? Presumably you're talking to me. Maybe you're not. Who's Mary, Brenda? Was that a response somewhere, or? So the woman who is talking with me, are you not able to tell me her name? Well, we did get a firecracker. I'm pretty sure we did. I'm sure that
Deliberate.
something about, is that deliberate? Did you hear that? Is that deliberate? I mean, someone told me to stop doing something. Which is kind of cool. You know, it's like everyone's telling me what to do, I guess. Let's see here. What do we got? Hi, Sarah.
Today. What?
I thought one of the names I heard right now is Lionel. Anyone else hear Lionel? Lionel, are you here? That equipment's not going to go on. I'm not going to have them on the screen. That's how that works. All right, Kara. Let's see what we can do. Can we hear from Joseph, please? Kira Jean, Joseph. I thought I got it here. Joseph, are you here? Did I hear? Could you say Kira's name, please? Did you hear stop gabbing? You got that, which is often that comes through the spirit box. I just talked over a woman. I heard that also. So Joseph, I thought we had you for a minute. Did you leave us? Well, she certainly had told me to stop doing something. I did hear like a very much stop, blah blah blah. Very, very much direction. Very interesting. And it was actually after I asked whether it was Rosa or Rosie. Which I find very interesting. Did we attract any spirits here? Okay, interesting. So Amanda heard Rosie, and they heard Roses, which, I mean, one way or the other, I mean, they're pretty similar, right? Try this. Rosie, can you turn on one of the devices for me, please? This is going to be me. Rosie, can you just do this? Do that for me, please. Turn it on for me, please. Someone turn that on for me, please. We haven't had that go on in a very long time. Rosie, your daughter would love to hear from you. Can you show us somehow, some way that you're here? It might even help if I have the speaker headed towards the mic more. Okay. Amateurs. Or if you weren't for Susan, Is this Andrea's Aunt Rose? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm still here. I got a bloody nose. That came out of nowhere. I just got a bloody nose. I think it might. There was another time that I got a bloody nose out of nowhere doing a spirit investigation. I don't know where it came from, honestly. So if you see me go dark here for a second, because you don't need to see me put tissues up my nose. All right, let's see how far we can go here. Absolutely, it's a very good point. You know, I firmly believe. I don't know what you're talking about. I firmly believe that if you're hearing it, and if it has any sort of anything that you recognize, that it's also for you. Except the way that Anae said it makes a lot more sense. It's much better. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Hey there, David. Welcome. Hey there, Rick. Thank you very much for joining. Very, very interesting show you had right before mine. Looking at photos and stuff, and it's really incredible. Very good stuff. All right. I think that I won't be bleeding anymore. It's not dry in here either. Now, no one would be trying to make my nose bleed, would you? You are very welcome. You and your team on the show, fantastic stuff. Where were we? Well, we were talking about your mom. We were talking a lot about your mom, to be honest. So maybe instead of her turning on the devices, like I politely asked, then instead she went and gave you a hug. I believe that they've done it to me before when I was in a room in an investigation, and very interesting. And we could tell that they wanted us to leave. And I said, well, show me a sign that you want me to leave. And my nose started to bleed. And we were in a mansion that you had to take your shoes off to even walk around in it. And here I am starting to bleed. I'm like, I got to get out of here, because if they know that I'm bleeding, they're going to go live it. And I don't blame them. Nothing bled on anything, but I had to get out of there. They got it to work. They got me out of there. I asked them, well, if you want me to leave, show me how to get me out of there. You know, show me you want me to leave. And next thing I know, boom. And when that happened, I was not in the frozen tundra. Like some people like to think that's the only way you can get bloody noses. But, you know, whatever, right? Is someone trying to get a hold of Amanda? Amanda keeps hearing her name.
Already been.
Is this Elaine? The altitude and timing of that was ridiculous. Look at it. She's debunking me. She's trying to debunk me. So your daughter is Amanda. Your daughter's Amanda, and there's another Amanda on here. So let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. You get that? Once again, this is not radio. Who are you? We can hear you. Who are you? Right? I thought she was on my side. Sorry, you probably don't need to see any of that. Well, it's kind of like what Anne said earlier. There's two Amandas at play here. It could very well be for both of you. It resonates. It's your name. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel like that this was a message for you? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Right? Thank you. Can you turn that on again for me, please? If you turn that on for Amanda, can you turn that back on for me, please?
Great job.
Sounds like Spirit Box just said, great job. Who am I to disagree? If you are a relative of one of us, can you turn that flashlight back on for me, please? I heard that. I also heard that.
I see.
Is there a spirit here that's trying to get a hold of one of us? Because we're hearing a lot of names.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask again. Whoever turned on that flashlight, were you trying to get a hold of Amanda? And if so, could you turn it on again, please? If you're a relative of one of us watching, can you turn that on, please?
Right on the show. Yes.
If you're a relative of mine, can you turn that on, please? If you heard your name, Kira, then you heard it. I'm gonna, Don't doubt it. Don't feel like you have to be like, well, maybe I didn't. If you heard your name, you heard it. If no one else heard it, it doesn't mean that it wasn't said. If you heard it and maybe one other person might have heard it, you heard it. You know, hold on to those moments. I know you said up front that you wanted to hear your name. You heard it. Whoa, look at the time. Let's see if we can cross some spirits over, okay?
All right.
I think you boxed it all right. You can help too. Let's see here. First of all, thank you. First of all, very much, Greg, and thank you to Ane to reminding me that you were also on here. So if I'm hearing my name, doesn't necessarily mean it's for me. It is actually very. I joke about it, but it's actually very important to remember. And we need to catch up sometime. All right, let's see who we can cross. All I need, folks, is your intention to help me with this, okay? All right, any spirits that want to cross over, I'm opening up some light for you. And what I'd like you to do, it's like a passageway, and at the end it's light. And all you need to do is walk towards it if you want to cross. And crossing over means that there'll be a loved one or spirit guide there waiting for you, okay? Cross. You hear that? Cross. If you're afraid that you did something in life and it's stopping you from crossing over, don't be afraid. Make that cross, okay? Cross over. Do you see the light?
It's not.
Okay? It's there. The box said it's there. Can you go to it, though? Are you able to go to it?
Good night.
Did you cross? Can you let me know what you've done? Have you able to see it? Have you crossed? Have you not crossed? Or if I don't hear from you, I'm going to presume that you've been able to cross. Okay? I don't think everyone has that. I'm not getting the feeling that I normally do. How are you all feeling out there? I don't feel like they've crossed, actually.
Come on.
Okay, here we go. I can feel it now. You just need to let go of your own bias. You're the only one that's holding yourself back. You and me both, just right now. I have them still right now. You're the only one that's holding yourself back. You can do this. You can cross. All of you can cross, okay? Yes, I think it's one. Ane, do you happen to pick up on anything? Not to put you on the spot, I'm sorry.
That
Did you cross now? Oh, you did. No, I don't know. I got a completely different feeling suddenly. I feel like, wow, you're gone. You've all crossed now. I can feel it. Yes. Holy cow. Yes. Very much so. This is the feeling I normally have. Okay. Just heard I crossed. All right. Good. Good. Thank you. You're all there now. You've all done it. Nothing at all. This is unusual.
the tape.
Yep. Boom. Holy cow. Wow. This is stronger than usual, actually. Wow. It's like a drug. You know, it really is. We're going to end the session right now. Thank you, spirits. Thank you for talking with us. Thank you for working with us. I close the session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? That was really interesting. So what we always do immediately after this is that, like I said, we close the session. You have to close the session on your end also. We do not want anything to attach. So spirits, this session is closed. Unless you're a loved one or a friend of someone here, you are not allowed to communicate with us again until we open up this session. So do not communicate with us. You are not allowed to communicate with me. Okay? So that was interesting. I got some stuff here. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you said goodbye to stop the session. I'm slow. More. Good. I'm glad you liked it. That was a really nice. We worked together. We worked together to be able to cross one extra person over that was having some difficulty, and that's what this is all about, in my opinion. Is that we work together to have spirit communication, to be able to communicate, be able to help them when we need to. And I think that's, in my opinion, that's our role as mediums, psychics, paranormal investigators. And, you know, I don't ever walk into a house or location thinking, I wonder if it's haunted. I walk into a location wondering how I can help spirit, or how I can communicate between living and spirit world. So this was fun. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, just real fast, I just want to remind everyone, next Sunday I have a radio show, and my guest will be Shannon Bradley Byers. We're going to be talking about her book, Paranormal Folklore, Nevermore. We're talking about locations that have got it wrong over the years about all sorts of the backstory, including just some very famous stories that she did the research on. It'll be very interesting. Also, as Tuesday comes along, please join Ane for a one-question reading. She will be on the Paranormal United Network, as well as her own page, facebook.com/Tarot by Ane. Amanda, you had mentioned about scheduling a reading with her to see about Seth. I think that might be a good idea to do so, and go to her page and set up some time. That would probably be very good. Also, if you want to get a hold of me or stay in touch, feel free to, you could always follow me, but I prefer if you send me a friend request. It seems weird that people follow, that's cool, but I much rather have you as a friend. So if you would like to send me a friend request, my name is right there in the corner. Also, I have some pages, Minnesota GhostBox, my paranormal team. There's a page there. Also, Parafriends events. We do events. Not so much at the moment, but also if you need help with investigations or consultations, I'm always around. Reach out to me this way or any other way. And honestly, whatever works. I am just, I'm just happy to help with whatever. Nick, thank you very, very much for joining in. I'm so happy for you too, Alberta. I really am. This is what we do this for. Hopefully that, we could do that. And Ane is just like, this was your friend, she'll know. Rick, it was very much a pleasure to have you on tonight. Thank you very much. It's all a matter of, how you protect yourself and whatnot. It's a little bit overwhelming. It might also, it's for you to say it's either spirit or it's just this kind of constant white noise chugging along. It can be a lot, isn't it? You know what? Not that I'm a doctor or anything, but I would say get some rest tonight. If you're still feeling off, send me a note or something. We'll see what we can do to do that. That's the same for anybody. I've had this before. People come back to me after and they're like, something's wrong. They're feeling off, highly irregular, but sometimes people do feel that way and we just kind of work through it. If you do feel off after this, you are not alone in this. Reach out, we want to help. Okay. And this is really good also. That makes me very happy. That makes me so happy because that's what we want to do. So yes, very cool. I do too, but I'm also, because it's like 11:15 and I want to go to sleep, and I'm not trying to diminish what you're trying to say. It's time to go. All of you, if you need anything, reach out. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week, and I look very much forward to it. So thank you all very much. If you need anything, reach out. Otherwise, have a good week. Don't forget, Ane's on Tuesday, and let's do this again next week and talk to spirits. Good night, everybody.